Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the first ever episode of Twin Flame Lady Luck 1111. I'm excited to have you here with me. And today I'm going to be doing a reading and a clearing for your inner thoughts are being reflected in your situation. Now, this specific video is actually for the Divine Feminine. I'm going to do a reading and a clearing. I've got 11 decks of cards here with me. And I'm excited to show you what this is all about. So if you want to get an update on any future videos that I'm going to be offering, make sure that you subscribe and click that bell, and then you will know the next time that I post a video. The decks that I'm going to be using first are the Divine Feminine Oracle, and I'm going to use the Master Tarot deck from Astrology Answers for the clarifier. And the question that I'm asking is, what is the Divine Feminine being led to understand? Okay, so we just turned on the video and so that you can watch as I do this. And like I said, the very first deck that I'm going to be using is the Divine Feminine Oracle deck. And the question that I ask is, what is the Divine Feminine being led to understand right now? What is the Divine Feminine being led to understand? When I do twin flame readings, it's a little bit different than what I have ever encountered. And the reason is because when it comes to my twin flame, I mean, it's challenging for a lot of people, but I don't look at it like running and chasing. I look at it like he is my mirror, and it is the stuff that I have to focus on to change. So it's kind of like a treasure hunt, trying to figure out what it is that I need to clear in my life. And I do a lot of energy clearing as well. I have 17 certifications, so I am able to do a lot of clearing to bring peace and love to the situation, because I truly believe that this journey has blessed us with having to understand how to love ourselves unconditionally. And to be honest, that's not exactly the easiest feat. Okay. What is going on with these cards? What is the Divine Feminine being led to understand? What is the Divine Feminine being led to understand? What is the Divine Feminine being led to understand? What message did you want to get across to her? There it is. Ooh, there's two. Ooh. All right. And now what I also do is I use clarifiers. Now this is a general reading, and so it looks to me like there's two messages. One for the Divine Feminine that is in union, and one for the Divine Feminine that is not in union. And we're going to go with union first. What is the clarifier for the Divine Feminine in union? Ironically, there's two cards. Here we go. Nice. Thank you. Okay, so for Divine Feminines in union, we have got Rabbiah, the Queen of Saintly Women. I'm in service of divine love. I move the way love asks me to move. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, there you go. When I do readings, it's non-denominational, whatever your power is, but this particular Divine Feminine was the Queen of Saintly Women. And she says, I'm in divine service of divine love, and I move the way love asks me to move. The message that the soul meditation is, are my current actions motivated by love? That is the question that I encourage you to ask yourself. And the intention is, I am in service of divine love. I move the way that love asks me to move. And I'm just going to pull the clarifier here for the divine feminine in union. And it is actually the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles in this case is being able to reflect. There might be some feelings of insecurity or worry, financial loss, or focus on a poverty mindset. So if you focus on love rather than allowing fear to come in to dictate, that is the challenge to overcome right now. Now, for divine feminines in separation, the divine feminine card for you is the Mother of Believers. I am spiritually and financially abundant, and I provide heaven and earth for myself. Okay. The clarifier is actually the Two of Wands, and that is focused on future planning, progress, decisions, and really discovering. Okay. And so the other thing that I really like to do after I have the divine feminine reading is use the postcards from Spirit to give you a message. Now, is there a message for both divine feminines, or is it a general reading for both of you? I guess we're going to find out in just a second now, aren't we? What is the message that you want to provide for the divine feminines? In union, not in union, both. Oh, there we go. Union, not in union. Okay. Okay, and what is the heart message for those in union? We'll go with those in union first. Those out of union. Okay. Our waiting union. Okay, so we're doing in union first. This is the message to you. Dearest you, do you ever wonder whether your ideas and inspiration might be coming through your soul rather than generated from your mind alone? We are here to tell you we are always whispering in your ear about your highest good. We are conduits for spirit, letting you know you are a living channel for this awesome co-creative energy. When you're feeling inspired, it means you heard us. Inspiration means spirit is breathing through you. Inspiration needs your human passion to keep it going so you can make a difference in the world. So keep moving on what inspires you, let yourself be led into new experiences, and know that this is why you are on earth. Your purpose is to discover your spirited nature and to bring forth, through your efforts, whatever is meant to be. Wondrous miracles have a way of showing up when you let inspiration propel you forward. You are so, so loved. Beautiful. And the divine feminines in union, your heart message is believe in yourself. You are a good person. Now, divine feminines not in union, this message is for you. Dear, dear you, it might be hard to believe you'll ever get to where you want to go, feel the way you want to feel, and find peace and security, but you can. There's lots to celebrate in this life, but first you need to let go of this attachment to achieving certain results. It is easy to get caught in the endless loop of wanting this or that so that you can feel safe. The only way out is to surrender the attachment, empty yourself so that you can be filled with something new. The compulsion will be lifted and peace will come. Trust that something better waits, that something new will open up, and you will see new opportunities for fulfillment. The truth is, whenever you get into the loop, what you are really looking for is spirit. That connection is where the power, the peace, and the purpose lies. Everything else follows after that. Give yourself a huge hug. We got you. Loving you so, so much. Beautiful. And your heart message, Divine Feminine, is forgive. Let the past be the past. That is some terrific advice. Thank you for watching this video today. And before I let you go, I am going to do a clearing for those that would like a clearing to help you out in your specific situation. And I'm going to pull, these are my own cards that I had created. And so we're going to do Divine Feminine in Union first. Divine Feminine in Union. What is the one thing that you can best be supported with this clearing today? Okay, excellent. All right, and so Divine Feminine in Union, the biggest challenge right now is fear. And so what I'm going to do is I am going to go through a few different things, and I just want you to think of the first thing that comes to mind. And when you have that memory, I just want you to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10 as soon as we find it. Okay? So just close your eyes, take a deep breath. Okay. And now I want you to think, what fear has a strong hold on me now? The very first thought that pops into your mind. What fear has a strong hold on me now? And the first thing that comes to my mind is the fear of the unknown, of not really knowing what to do next. And so for those Divine Feminines that had the fear of unknown, I want you to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10 right now. Get your number, and I'm going to clear it. Now, wherever the fear of unknown was stored, I'm going to replace that with peace, love, and acceptance. Okay, and then I want you to rate that fear 1 to 10. And I hope that it came down for you. Now, there's more fear stored, and so for those that haven't been cleared, this is for you. For those that aren't resonating with it, it's okay. This message is for those that still feel like there's something left. Okay. Okay, and the next one, the next fear that's coming up is the fear of poverty. And I want you to think of the first time that you ever had a financial concern, where that glass ceiling had been created. And if you have the memory, I want you to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. And then I'm going to clear the fear of poverty. And I want you to think on a scale of 1 to 10, where is it at right now? Okay. And so wherever fear of poverty was, I'm replacing that with unconditional love, acceptance, and an open heart to receive. Okay. And then I want you to rate fear of poverty on a scale of 1 to 10, and fear of unknown on a scale of 1 to 10. Hopefully they both dropped. If they didn't, it's okay. It's just because there's another layer to the onion, which I get for some of you there is. And so if you have rated fear of unknown and fear of poverty at a 0, it's okay. You are clear. For those that still have something remaining, we're going to move on to fear of loss. And I want you to think the very first time that you had the fear of loss. First memory that comes to mind. Excellent. And then we are going to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, fear of loss. And then I'm going to clear it. All right, so now rate fear of loss one more time. And I'm going to replace any areas with fear of loss into I am loved, I'm supported. Okay. Excellent. So now what we're going to do is we're going to move on to the divine feminines, not in union. What is it that you can be best supported clearing today? What is it? The divine feminines, not in union. Oh, makes sense. Okay, divine feminines, not in union. We have choices to make. So, especially when it comes to the divine masculine, because if you focus too much in the 3D, it's pretty easy to resent. It can get frustrating. So anywhere where there's resentment rather than gratitude, we are going to go in and try to clear, and so that we can have a heart full of unconditional love and gratitude to support us on this journey and be kinder to ourselves and love ourselves unconditionally, all right? So right now, I want you to think about resentment in your current life. How much resentment is there on a scale of 1 to 10? Okay, and if you have the number, I am going to clear resentment. And I'm going to replace it with gratitude. And I want you to rate resentment on a scale of 1 to 10 again. How much resentment do you feel in your world today? Okay. For those that have dropped down to 0, that's fine, but I feel like there are some others that need some additional support. And what's attached to the resentment is anger. And so I want you to rate the anger attached to that resentment on a scale of 1 to 10. And then I'm going to release that resentment and that anger. And I'm going to replace it with unconditional love, gratitude, and peace. And now I want you to rate that resentment on a scale of 1 to 10 again. Hopefully it's come down. But for those that are still got a number attached to it, the emotion tied to it is actually frustration. And so I am going to release all frustration tied to that resentment and anger. And I'm going to replace it with acceptance, joy, unconditional love, and peace. And now I want you to rate resentment on a scale of 1 to 10 again. And for those that are still carrying a number to that resentment, the emotion tied to it is overwhelm. So I'm going to release overwhelm from that resentment, and I am going to replace it with peace. And hopefully that gives you a lighter heart, a lot more gratitude, and a ton more self-love. Now, for those wanting a personal reading, or get a message from your divine masculine. If you just look in the link below where the comments are, there's some links in there, and I will be happy to meet with you and so that you can have your own personal reading. Have a great rest of your day. Until the next episode, bye for now.